What's up, guys? So my husband just got back from Home Depot. I placed an order for our wood. I had mentioned in a couple videos ago that we wanted to build a cattle panel hoop house, greenhouse type thing, and so I ordered all of the wood today. My husband had already picked up all the cattle panel. Let me show you. We've already had all the cattle panel sitting here, and he just picked up all of the wood. So I was over here and I walked to see about the wood, and I immediately noticed that this is not actually all of the wood. So he just left to go get the rest of our wood. It's unfortunate that they didn't give us all of the wood the first time, but I ordered 56 pieces of wood, and this is not 56 pieces of wood. This is only 23 pieces of wood. So he just left to go get the rest of the wood, and and then he'll be back. But we have the cattle panel, we have the wood. And I also just got the delivery for the plastic and the woven ground fabric. So these two boxes was the last things I was waiting for. We have the, what's it called? The landscape fabric. So it's more of this fabric that we're going to put down. And then we have the plastic, the greenhouse plastic that's going to go on top. This is a 24 by 50. And I'll do a whole separate video on my husband and I making the cattle panel greenhouse. But while I have you guys here, I want to talk to you guys, get your opinion on something. So this was the spot that I was thinking about putting the cattle panel hoop house. One, because you probably can't tell on camera, but our property is not very leveled. Like right here going down is a very slopey, so it goes backwards. And this area specifically, it is right across from my garden. It's still close to the house, so I can come out and easily come, and it just seems like a nice area. Obviously the car wouldn't be parked here, but it seems from, this is the driveway back, could definitely fit more than 32 feet, because I would probably start it more in. And it just seems like a nice snug place. And since the sun, it's right there and it sets going that way, so it rises over here at the east and then goes across, that it could still get lots of sun coming across it and then get afternoon shade, especially in the summertime. And then on one side having raised beds or in-ground bed, and then the other side using it for starting plants, so that the raised beds are not shadowing my plants. I have no idea if that makes sense, but so this was the one place that I was thinking in. This was kind of like the place that I think I settled on. But then I was thinking again, and so this would be north to south, and so the sun would be coming over it. Then another place I was thinking I could have it would be toward the front, where I want to have my orchard, where the ducks are now. It's not very flat over here, and so I don't know if there's 32 feet towards the front, but there is a flat place towards the back. Let's take a walk back there. So back here in this, maybe you can see how it's like really low in that area right there, then it gets really high there. But in this area specifically, it's relatively flat. It's probably the flattest part of our, oh my goodness, all the chickens are running. They think I have something. But anyway, so all this area right here would be the second area, and that I was thinking about. And since it would have to go east to west, because that's where the flat part is. So those are basically the two parts that I was thinking about putting this cattle panel greenhouse. And we have, you know, the next week and a half to get this built. So we haven't started yet. I'm going to put this video up today. So where do you guys think I should put this cattle panel greenhouse? Do you think I should put it over here in the corner? It's really close to the house, you know, snug by these trees, get some afternoon shade, especially because I'm in South Carolina. It gets really hot in the summertime, and the plants that I plant in there could have some afternoon shade. It's close to this garden. You know, I don't really have to walk so far. That was another place of why I didn't want to put it back there, because I would have to walk really far, and I don't know if I want it to be so far from my actual garden. So you guys tell me your thoughts on what you think. So this would be north to south, or the other place would be east to west. Hi. Hi Naya, hi Nia. So my girls are actually building the last garden bed. So I'm going to bring you in. We can look from the outside and show you. We actually have all of the garden beds put in. So as you can see, all of these non-sprayed garden beds are new, and the last bed that they're building is going to come right here. Let's go inside. So as soon as you enter into the garden, I have this whole side lined up with new beds. Then I have that side closed in, and then now we have there. The only place that I haven't decided on permanent garden beds is this place right here. I have two of these larger circles, and I'm not sure what I want to do with them. I'm not sure if I want them in this area, or do I want these smaller ones in this area. So this is probably the only two beds that I'm not sure about, but the fence is now complete. So I have all of the spray paint colors inside my house. These are the colors that I got for the new beds. The yellow, the reason why I got two yellows is because this is the color that I'm going to be painting the beds where my roses are in. So this is definitely adding in lots more growing space into the garden. I'm really excited about it, to have all of this new space. I'm also nervous and excited about, well, not really excited, but nervous about getting all of these beds filled. I did guys show you in my last video how we got the wood chips. And so I will be filling half of the bottom with wood chips and leaves and all of that stuff. And what I think I'm going to do, someone had suggested seeing if I could order some bags by the pallet, and I think that's what I'm going to do, just because it's easier to carry bags and dump them than scooping. If I was to get another truckload of topsoil and then scooping and have to bring it all the way in here, I think that I just want to do the bags. And so I think that's the direction I'm going to go, and I think I'm going to see if I can get a discount on getting like maybe a pallet of soil delivered here. So we shall see about that. But like I showed you, so I'll have to dig up this rose, basically all of the roses that are in here, which is fine. They'll do good, I'm sure of it. And then I'll be able to lay down the rest of the landscape fabric, because I stopped because I knew that I wanted to put the rest of the beds, and so the landscape fabric will go underneath, I'm thinking, the rest of the beds. I briefly came outside earlier and I picked another good handful of green beans. If you are missing it, I think I've talked about these green beans maybe 2 times already in videos about the painted pony green beans, but they are so prolific. I'm picking so many green beans off of them. And I was out here because the other day I was out here and I saw that I have some broccoli forming. So let me show you. So I was out here looking at broccoli and I saw that there's actually broccoli forming in the middle of these plants. And I thought it was a little early for broccoli to already be forming. And like this one, it kind of just seems like it's going to seed because it's not a very tight head. You can see it's starting to separate, and that's usually a sign that they're going to seed. Broccoli is supposed to be tighter than that. And so I was wondering if I should just go ahead and harvest this. I mean, the plant is really, really big. It's, you know, past my knee cap. But it just seems like the broccoli is starting to separate, where instead of staying like really hard like this one as well seems like it's starting to kind of fluff out and separate. And so I don't know. I haven't grown broccoli in a few years, and so I was just wondering, I don't want to not get a harvest off of these broccoli, and so I'm wondering if I should just go ahead and harvest these little heads to keep them from going to seed. I mean, you guys let me know. Like I said, I haven't grown broccoli in a long time, and so I don't remember. I don't remember. I don't remember dealing with any of this, and so I do want to not get. I want to get a harvest, and so I'm wondering if I should. You guys let me know what you think. Should I go ahead and pull those broccolis and then leave the plants? I know that broccolis will grow side shoots and then just wait for that. It has been hot. It hasn't been getting super hot, but it has been getting into, like today, I think it's like 80 or above 80. And brassicas really don't like temperatures above 85 constantly. And so I thought that they would be okay, but I don't know. It just seems sketchy. You guys let me know your opinion. Should I go ahead and harvest those little broccolis and then leave the plant and hope that they grow side shoots, or should I leave them? Are they doing fine? This is absolutely amazing. I came out here the other day and saw just one echinacea, but now the echinacea, oh look, a bee. More echinacea is growing. So the cabbages look amazing. They are forming heads really nicely. Down the center, I think, is cauliflower, but on the edges here are the cabbages, and they all seem to be doing really well. This dinosaur kale I planted this in spring, early spring. We had like a freak frost, it froze, I thought it was dead. I cut it back, it grew back. Like, it's been here since the beginning of spring, and it's literally growing back again. It's wild. Look at all those little bugs. But yeah, I didn't plant this. This has been here, and I'm leaving it here, and it seems to be doing well. Oh my goodness, I just spotted a squash. That's like a form of zucchini. I forgot the actual name, but I think I'm gonna leave that. It's probably the size of my hand right now. Maybe leave it another day. The plant itself still looks pretty good. This is not fungus, that's how it's supposed to be. But this is like dead on this side. I planted this hole with summer squash, a second round, and this is the only one that stayed alive, so that's really nice. I will never get enough of how beautiful these roses are. That's the first one to bloom in that bed since it's got it be eaten by the goats. But this one has been blooming. You can already see where some have died. And I did go ahead and cut off the one that I assumed was the root stalk coming out, because this is supposed to be thornless and it was coming out very thorny. But anyway, I know this video is going to be super quick. Let me know down in the comments your advice on where I should put the cattle panel greenhouse. Like I said, I'm going to get this video up today, so you guys can tell me your opinion, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.